What's up, Hume-Fogg students? Welcome back to episode 15 of the Hume-Fogg Nighttime Show. Today marks the first day of March, which means we are getting closer and closer to the end of the year, and the weather outside is getting warmer and warmer. There are certainly fun times ahead, including spring break, which is just around the corner. This week is the 8th week of the quarter, which means we only have one more week until the highly anticipated week off from school, so hopefully you have fun spring break plans.
What's up, Hume-Fogg? It's Eminem, and this week we're going to be starting with the Knightro fact of the week, and Maya's going to share that with y'all now.
After Hume-Fogg became the second high school in Nashville, HFA became a vocational and technical school in 1942 before becoming the academic magnet school that it is today in 1982. The area where the hallway to the gym now resides is where the craftsmanship skills such as mortaring were taught.
And now back to Jack and Amar for the weekly watch.
The Hume-Fogg GSA is running a clothing drive from the 28th to the 3rd. They will be keeping the clothes in the library, and on March 4th, people can have access to them. This is to provide gender-affirming clothing options to those who don't live in safe spaces. Only take what you need, but if that's a lot, there's no shame at all. Bring your clothes to the library to donate, any sizes, styles, or wear.
Today, juniors are taking the ACT. It's a half day for juniors. They get on at 12:30. I think the ACT ends at 12, so if you want to go to 5th and Broad, get some food with your friends, great idea. And then for the rest of the school, freshmen, sophomores, seniors, they have a normal double odd schedule, so that's kind of unfortunate for Jack here.
Yeah, it is what it is. At least I won't have to take the ACT.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got tomorrow preview for curtains at the end of the day, so it's not going to be during advisory. I think we're going to have a special pep schedule or assembly schedule, whatever you call it, for that. So yeah, if you have any friends that are performing in curtains, be sure to cheer them on, because I know how stressed out they get about performing in front of the whole school. It's kind of a big deal for them. And then on Thursday, another curtains note, the curtains debuts the Musical Comedy Whodunit on Thursday through Saturday, 7 through 9 p.m. Tickets are available on the HFAtheater.com. Because it's a spring show, there are no matinees.
Yes, and if you want an autograph from me, Jack, Maya, or Maggie, come to the show. You know, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
I hear it's going to be a pretty interesting plot. It's like a murder mystery. We'll get to figure out who done it. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Now let's move on to the athletic segment this week. Wrestling participated in the state tournament last weekend. And Amar, you want to tell them a little bit about the Titan Ball games from last week? I know you have a lot to brag about that.
Last week we had the freshman semifinals, and I guess Elite 8 of the sophomores.
Yeah, like playing games.
Yeah, of the upperclassmen. Yeah, and my team won. Strongly Mommies, you know, we're the best team, obviously, the pink team.
My team also won that week.
His team
and
also won.
Amar and I's teams are both advancing to the Final Four. So if we ever cross paths in the future, then we'll get to see who's the better team. But Amar's pretty confident in his team. I'm pretty confident in my team. 100%. And we'll see how it goes.
100%. And next week, freshman and sophomore championship is being played on Tuesday, and the championship for the upperclassmen, which will hopefully it's my team versus Jack's team in the championship, and we'll see who's the best anchor man at Titan Ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That would be pretty fun, but that means you have to go through real sagging. And if you
go
go
number
through
one
real
team right
sagging,
now,
then you're probably going to beat us in the final. But yeah, I hear through SGA and Albert that they have some pretty cool stuff planned for the final, like walkout songs and filming highlights and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I hear they're going to do it big for the finale this year, and it's going to be pretty fun. You want to tell them a little about the basketball season?
Yes, the basketball season, the regular season, it was a pretty good season, pretty mediocre, calm, you know what I'm saying, good, decent. But in the tournament, we turned up in the tournament.
Right.
So far we're 2-1. We were 2-1, and then depending on what happens Saturday, because as of filming right now, it's before Saturday. And if we win on Saturday, then we'll play again. And if we lose on Saturday, then we're being home. So it's a win or go home situation on Saturday at Greenbrier at 7 versus Greenbrier. And if you haven't came to a single basketball game all year, that's the one to be at, Substate.
Nice. Where's Greenbrier, Amar?
Greenbrier, I have no clue.
It's pretty far away?
It's like 40 minutes.
40 minutes away?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you can make the drive, be sure to show up and support Amar and the other basketball teammates there. I wish them the best of luck. And on a soccer note, I'm a player on the soccer team. We had our first preseason game against Hillsborough on the 23rd, And our Lipscomb game for that Thursday after that got postponed, so I don't know when that's going to be. But yeah, we're starting preseason, and the soccer team is finally getting into the rhythm of things. I think baseball is as well, right, Amar?
Yes, baseball has started their preseason game on last Thursday, but it did get postponed due to the rain, as it was a very rainy week last week.
It sure was.
So they'll have to reschedule that game, but as of right now, there's no further news about that, so stay tuned.
All right, that wraps up the athletic segment. Before we conclude the weekly watch, we do have to talk about some lunch and learns.
We will be welcoming Ashford Hughes, Executive Officer for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for MNPS, Sonia Thomas from Nashville Propel, and Molly Hegwood from the Office of English Learners to talk about their important topic. This is especially helpful for AP Lang students who are working on issues related to education for their project.
We have one more lunch and learn this week. That's going to be on Thursday, hosted by Catherine David, who is the Mellon Assistant Professor of Russian and Eastern European Studies at Vanderbilt. One of her specialties is on Soviet Ukraine. So she's going to be coming to Hume-Fogg to talk a little bit about the Ukraine-Russia situation. It is a topic of conversation that is very intense and heavy, and one that is on all of our minds. So Ukraine, you are in all of our thoughts.
And on a lighter note, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, student surveys. In 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? We're back once again for another segment of student surveys. First question this week: how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Man, I mean, I'd say like 100, which is like, that must be like 1,000 chicken nuggets. Like that's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's an exact conversion ratio, by the way. Write that down. 10 nuggets per chicken. We just figured it out.
Like one really big chicken. Just a really big chicken.
How big of a chicken are we talking?
Like bigger than the elephant chicken.
That's kind of crazy. How many nuggets per chicken is that, Bo? What's the calculation?
For a really big chicken, I'd say about 2,500 chicken nuggets.
It's another official calculation right there. If you guys were on Shark Tank, what would your idea be?
Like a machine that does your homework for you.
That's fire.
Yeah, one of those things that factors quadratic equations, but it's free. I agree with Sienna. It's homework machine.
A car, you know, that like can like drive over traffic, you know, get places quicker.
A flying car?
I saw it. No. Like I saw it. It was like just driving over the traffic. Well, I mean, I guess a flying car too. But
I don't know. A renewable resource for gas, cause gas be high nowadays.
My idea would probably be like a big giant magnet, you know, and I'd call it the chick magnet.
So would you like charge people to walk around with your chick magnet?
No, it's like you buy it and like just chicks, just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mine is toilet paper towels.
That's something right there.
I'm a skip. I don't have anything. I think I'd endorse CJ.
Invisible pants. Invisible pants. Invisible pants.
Oh. Yeah, I got mine. A phone, an app that you can download a fan and it actually works. Like a fan app. So when you're hot, yeah.
Like how the app gonna create a breeze?
Watch Shark Tank and I'll show you.
All right.
I would start a play, and I'd be in the play. Oh, and we would do curtains maybe. So come see curtains.
Guys, I'm one. When is curtains?
March 3rd through 5th.
Where is curtains?
Hume-Fogg.
How much does it cost to see curtains?
$6 for students.
At 7 o'clock, be there or be square.
That's so affordable. There's nothing else going on for $6 in Nashville. You gotta come see curtains. When is it again?
March 3rd through 5th.
Come see curtains. Thank you, guys. All right, who would win in a fight? Collins, Blair, or Lovell?
I think Lovell by a long shot.
Why?
He just seems built like that. I don't know.
Blair easy.
Collins, because he got that like anger mentality, you know. He's a little mad, you know. He's feisty.
It's the first Collins answer we've gotten. Noted.
Okay, I want to say this because I love Mr. Collins. He's the ultimate white gringo chaparrito. He's not winning. I go for Blair or Lovell. Definitely not Collins though.
Okay.
I'm what they call fun size. So doesn't matter. It's okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Blair. For me, it's either Collins or Lovell because Collins is tiny, so I feel like that could work too. Sorry. It's true.
You got like a lower center of gravity or something?
It could work to his advantage, but I chill in 6th period with Lovell every day, and he seems like he could put up a good fight.
All right, guys.
Blair, is that even a question?
I think I'm gonna go with Blair too. It's like brains, beauty, and brawn, and Blair's brawn. I won't clarify what the other two are.
Blair's got that dad strength too. You gotta watch out for that.
Reference, this is 225. Hit it. Yeah!
That concludes another entertaining week of student surveys. I think we can all agree that was a really entertaining segment this week.
Yes.
And our question of discussion this week is going to be who would win in a fight? There's 3 teachers, Mr. Collins, Mr. Blair, and Mr. Lovell.
I'd say it's pretty easy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty easy.
You think it's pretty easy?
If Mr. Blair doesn't win, I'd be disappointed.
Same.
In him.
Really?
Yeah, I would put money on Mr. Blair.
Wow.
But Mr. Collins low-key
Who
is
would
like
you say?
skinny, so
I think people underestimate. Okay, one of these 3 is the wrestling coach.
Yeah, but
and
also
you're saying
like,
there is no chance that the wrestling coach wins in a fight.
Yes.
I think Lovell's underestimated. Maybe I'm
Yes.
biased because he's my advisor, but you know, I see where you're coming from with Blair. I can't lie, and I think we need to give Mr. Collins some love. I think in that kind of situation,
I think he would win against Mr. Lovell. Mr. Collins would juke Mr. Lovell. Like he's
Interesting.
Mr. Collins will
I
win
think
in
he
like
would, too.
a bike racing contest.
A bike racing
Yeah.
contest.
True.
Like
Maybe if it said
Olympics.
who would win in a bike race.
Yes, like
Mr.
who's the
Collins.
fastest bicyclist?
Mr. Collins.
Definitely
Mr.
Mr.
Collins.
Collins. Yes. Here we go, Mr. Collins.
Much love.
Yes.
Much love to all 3 teachers. Thank you for letting us pick on you week in and week out on student surveys.
And now for the spotlight of the week.
So Curtains is the second of the 2 musicals that the theater department puts on each year. And to introduce the preview show tomorrow, we sat down with Mr. Bruce to ask about the play and HFA theater as a whole. And we're going to roll that clip now.
Our new production, Curtains, is written by Candor and Ebb, and it's a murder mystery. There aren't many musical murder mysteries. It's the first one that we've done, so I don't want to tell you too much about the plot. But it centers around a show that's headed toward Broadway, and it's having its out-of-town tryout in Boston, and during the curtain call of the show, somebody is murdered. And then a detective comes in, and all of the people in the show are suspects. One of the messages in Curtains is how important a show business family is. And this is another show business family, much like High School Musical had a show business family. It's a show about people putting on a show. And Curtains is also a show about people putting on a show. In this show, there's lots of scenery that comes on and off the stage. In High School Musical, it was basically a unit set. And small pieces would come on and off, but there's no unit set for this. So every piece of set comes on and off, and it changes a lot. We have rented from New York a pre-painted backdrop that is like a Western town. And so that looks awesome. It's got really vibrant colors in it. And then at times it's just backstage. And during that, we're just opening all of the curtains and you're seeing the actual back of our stage, which is something that audiences aren't used to seeing at all. Reserve tickets are available at hfatheater.com. You can also purchase tickets at the door. You can pay with cash, credit card, Venmo, or Cash App. All student tickets are $6 and adult tickets are $10.
And now before we wrap things up, we just want to make sure everyone is submitting content for the Foghorn magazine by emailing hfnightlynews@gmail.com.
And also remember to buy tickets for Curtains this weekend. You can visit hfatheater.com for details.
And the student surveys are going to be linked in the description below.
This is what I look like. This is what Amar looks like without our masks. Nice to meet you. And Eminem, take it away.
No, I'm
Is
gonna
that good? Hey! Okay. Be sure to check out the Nightly News on Instagram and Twitter. We post even more survey questions on there along with other news stories, so be sure to follow all of those accounts. The links are in the description box below.
Yes.
Yes.
Go do that.
Yeah, go do that. Please go do that.
Go
Just
do that.
leave that as a blooper. I can't.
Okay.
We gotta move on.
Okay, just say, welcome back, Hume-Fogg. It's me, your name's Jack, and Amar. Say that, do that.
Amar, you did not just say Hume-Fogglets.
What did I don't know what I said.
You said Hume-Fogglets, like we're meglets.
Oh.
What's up, guys, and welcome back. It's Jack Vaughn.
And I'm Amar Bates, your co-host.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what else to say after that.